The moment you stop identifying yourself so closely and finding your worth and your value so deeply in what you do, life begins to be a lot more stable and flexible. The thing about putting your identity and your value and your worth, that sense of self, in what you do is oftentimes, say you're a plumber or you're a CPA or you're an athlete. That is the main thing that you talk about and the main thing that you put your time into. It's not a bad thing, but it becomes the thing that you know yourself by, that other people know yourself by, and it puts you in a box, so it's inflexible. The other thing, it's less stable because there's a success-failure matrix associated with it. You could either be a good plumber or a bad plumber, a good CPA or a bad CPA, a good athlete or a bad athlete. You could succeed in what you're doing. You could fail at what you're doing. I would propose there are better ways to identify yourself, to have a sense of value and a sense of worth. As a recovering person who finds a lot of identity in what I do, perhaps consider starting to define yourself or think of yourself through the lens of who you are inherently, how God has made you, your traits, your characteristics. That gives you a ton of flexibility as to how you apply the inherent gifts and talents and skills that God has given you into various domains of work. But then also think about define yourself in more of a collective sense. Who you belong to, who you're a friend of, who you're a son or daughter of, who you are a parent to, who you're a relative to. That is a whole lot more stable too, because it's not based on success or failure. You're going to remain in your family, most likely, in most cases, forever. It doesn't change your last name whether or not you are a good plumber or a bad plumber. Just some food for thought for tonight. It's very ubiquitous in our society right now to define ourselves by what we do. And I think we should give some thought to that and maybe move away from that.